Hey everyone, it's Brittany. I'm going to make this video to give you guys some tips and tricks when you're using MyFitnessPal. My version may look a little bit different. I pay for the premium version, but you can do everything that you need to with the free version, so don't feel like that you have to pay for it. So when you open up the app, you'll want to click on Diary. It's one of the buttons along the bottom. So if I click there, I'm going to switch over to tomorrow so we can have a clean day. I like to customize my meal names so they match what the meal plan says. If you go to the three dots up at the top, click on diary settings and then customize meal names. I'm pretty sure you can do this with the free version. And then I just changed mine so it's breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. So feel free to do that if you want to. All right, so let's say that I'm going to have oatmeal with egg whites and blueberries tomorrow. The first time that I add an item that I haven't had before, I like to scan the barcode if possible so that I know I'm logging the exact item that I'm eating. So if you click add food and then this button up here at the right that looks like a barcode, just hit that and then you put it over the barcode. Super easy. All right, so let's say I'm not going to have a half a cup, though, of dry oats. I'm going to do a third cup, so I need to change the serving size. I like to weigh most of my stuff out. Meat, I do in ounces, but most other things I'll do in grams. So if I click here, I can change this to grams. And I know a third of a cup is about 30 grams. So I'm going to change that to 30 grams and click OK. All right, and then let's see. So then I'm going to have my egg whites with it. So I'm going to scan those. All right, so 46 grams. I'm not sure exactly if that's, I usually have a third a cup of egg whites and a third a cup of almond milk with my oats. So let's just say that that's 46 grams. So there we go. Okay, so once you have logged items in the past, then when you click on add food, they show up in your history. So I have blueberries a lot, so I know I've logged those before, so I'm going to start typing blueberries, and they come up as soon as you start typing it. Let's go in here. I had this for breakfast yesterday, so my 65 grams are in there, but let's say that I had it with yogurt. If you need to change the serving size, you can do that here. The most recent serving that you have will come up, so just make sure that your serving sizes are accurate. There's also a little option down here if you eat it with something often, you can, click on it down here. Like if I'm going to have it with almond milk, I can click that there. The only problem with that is that it comes up with a cup and I can't change it until I come in here. So now I can click almond milk. I didn't have a whole cup. I had a third of a cup. So there we go. So I've got my oats, egg whites, blueberries, some almond milk, and then maybe I'm going to have some walnuts with it. Great. So this is my breakfast. Let's say that I know I'm going to have this on Wednesday, so you can save this as a meal. So if you click here and go to save meal, I'm going to call it oats, blueberries, and egg whites. If you know you're going to eat this once or maybe twice ever, I wouldn't save it as a meal. But if it's going to be something you eat a lot, saving it as a meal can be helpful. Just click save. Okay. All right. Great. So now let's say Wednesday, I'm going to have this for breakfast. So if I go to add food and then I go to meals, oats, blueberries, egg whites. Add that, click check. Great. So that's a really way to add, especially if you're eating the same things really often. That's a really easy way to add things. You can also just copy the whole meal to a certain day. So that's another way to do that. So let's see. Let's say for lunch, I'm going to have the meatloaf muffins from the website recipe. So if you look, healthy steps, nutrition, meatloaf, and then search. Meatloaf muffins, healthy steps, nutrition. You want to look for that official. In the parentheses, I'm going to have 2 of those. There we go. So now I got my meatloaf muffins in there. Let's see. When you're searching for items, we talked about using the green check. So let's say that I'm going to have, maybe I'm going to have some cauliflower with this. So we're going to just search cauliflower. And I'm going to use the checked items only so I can make sure that my cauliflower is accurate. You've got a couple different options. You've got raw. Let's see. Sometimes there's like a cooked cauliflower. If you're using a brand like the Bird's Eye, the rice, you can pick it there. Let's say I was a cup chopped cauliflower. So that's not going to be cooked, right? That's just going to be chopped, but we'll just say that's what I had. So there we go. A couple other things you can do when you turn your screen sideways. It will show you your macros and it'll show them for the meal. So if we look at my breakfast here, I'm a little bit low on my protein, right? We're shooting for 40% carbs, 30 fat, 30 protein. So I definitely needed some more protein. I think the meal plan probably had an egg muffin with this, some sort, so that would have given me a little bit more protein. So you can kind of look and see if your meal is balanced on this screen. Another thing you can look at is this pie chart up here. If you click on it, it will put your macros into a pie chart. You can see the things that were highest in carbs or fat, things that were highest in protein. That's kind of cool. You can look at nutrients, you can look at totals, and then you can look at your calories. How much were you having for breakfast? How much did you have for dinner? So kind of break things down for you there. Trying to think if there's anything else. Once you get a big history of things, if you go to add dinner, if you go to multi-add, the button there at the top, I like to do this. So let's say I'm going to have chicken breasts. I'm going to have 4 ounces. I'm going to have a salad with it. So I use the half and half, 2 cups spring mix, tomatoes. We're creatures of habit, so a lot of the things we eat are going to be the same thing, same amounts. I'm going to throw some cucumbers. So once you have them in there, it's really easy to search for them. Let's see. I make my own. I have a dressing recipe that I put in here. It's called balsamic vinegar dressing. It's a little bit high in fat, so maybe I'm only going to have 1 serving of that. And then I click check. And so now I've added my chicken and my salad. So mine also shows my macros here under my meal. I don't know if the free app does that, but you can see I'm short on my carbs. I didn't have any rice, I didn't have any sweet potatoes. So I could throw in a sweet potato, 100 grams. There we go. So that looks a little better. Yeah, so that's kind of some of the basics that should get you guys at least started. If you have any specific questions that I didn't cover, something you're stuck on, please feel free to ask. I love talking about nutrition and how to log stuff, and so it's definitely, don't hesitate. So I hope you have a good evening. I'm excited for you guys, and yeah, looking forward to being on this journey with you.